Hello gorgeous, this is Joana Saahirah with another video inspired by dancers from all over the world, one I wish I never had to record. This one is about the infamous blacklist. A blacklist targeting, defaming, boycotting and bullying a lot of dancers from all over the world, including some of the best professionals in the Oriental dance field, myself included. Aside from sharing what I know around the blacklist, why it's wrong, why I think it was created, and why the author or authors must be held accountable and responsible, if possible by law, I'm also gonna share a bit about the theme of racism or discrimination inside our Oriental dance community, and I'm gonna invite you to join me for an open discussion on the blacklist and racism in Oriental dance, happening on the 19th of June. More about that at the end of this video. For now, let's dive into the blacklist, what it is, why it was created, and why it must be stopped and punished by law, because it is a crime, make no mistake. If you don't know me yet, I'm a world-renowned Oriental dancer, teacher, choreographer, author, and I'm also the creator of the pioneering Joana Saahirah's online dance school and Joana Saahirah's world, delivering authentic Egyptian dance, personal discovery, and empowerment. Now, what is the blacklist? I'm going to start by telling you that I've been warned about it for a long time, and I always dismissed it, first because I don't have much time to pay attention to haters and naysayers and gossip. Also because I did not really think it was a big deal. I mean, if you're a professional dancer doing your thing publicly, and if you are successful on top of it, and if you are successful doing it for a long time, baby, you're gonna get so much hate, so much love, so much criticism, so much everything. So a part of being a public professional Oriental dancer, especially if you can maintain and expand your career and your success throughout time, is dealing with the perspective of many people. Their admiration, their respect, their love, but also their hate, their disrespect. You are bound to feel exposed, to be a target to all kinds of attention. So at first I did not think this blacklist was something different. I just thought, okay, it's a group of haters just hating. Who cares, right? But then a very dear student and friend of mine who has sponsored me in our city in USA, someone I really trust and love, she sent me the list. She didn't just notify me about it, but she actually sent me the list, and I opened it. I said, if this person is insisting, if she's asking me again to check for this, maybe I should take a look. And when I did, I didn't know if I wanted to cry or laugh, because there was a huge list of names, some of them my personal acquaintances, some of them professionals I know very well, people I have worked with, and they were supposed to be targeted there for being racists, for endangering people in some way, shape or form, for discriminating dancers in some way, shape or form. So I searched for the claims of racism and discrimination, but I found something very, very different. So I'm going to give you a few examples of what I found on that list. I was targeted and boycotted for calling someone a hater inside my YouTube channel. So I have a YouTube channel. People are free to come into the channel and share their comments, share their opinions. But some folks think that sharing your opinion is sharing your disrespect. It's a permission to come into someone's platform, which is our virtual home, and basically say whatever they want, destroy you if they want, disrespect you, offend you and your content if they want. And here's the news. Sharing your opinion is not an invitation to disrespect someone or their work. So that person, who happens to be Moroccan, I heard recently, came into my channel disrespecting my name and my content, and I called her a hater. I told her, you're just a hater. Put yourself in your place and inform yourself about me and my work before you disrespect it. For that, I was called a racist, perhaps a bigot, I'm not sure. And I was targeted and harmed already. I was and I am on that list for this reason, if you believe it. What does this have to do with racism? I have no idea. Mind you, I did not answer that person because she's Moroccan or Spanish or Senegalese or Japanese or Portuguese or American. I answered her because she offended me and my content. I don't care if she's white, if she's pink, if she's black, if she's a Muslim, if she's a Christian, if she's a Jew, if she's an alien, if she's yellow, if she is blue. I'm addressing someone, anyone who's disrespecting, who's invading my space and disrespecting me and my content. Now, of course, everyone is free to like me or not. We don't like everybody and we don't feel connected with everybody's message, right? But that does not give us the right to offend them, to disrespect them, and to dismiss their work, their path, and the value they bring to the table, okay? Now, other dancers are targeted for very delightful reasons, such as, and please prepare yourselves, fasten your seatbelts, for not wearing a mask. Can we take a moment here? Yes, people are targeted and boycotted for not wearing a mask, for not believing in COVID, for voting for a specific politician, for sharing the video of a specific dancer or inviting a dancer these folks who created the list don't like to their event. Now tell me, how does this have to do with protecting people from racism or from discrimination inside the Oriental dance field? Here's the thing. Don't underestimate people's intelligence and common sense, okay? Anyone who sees the list that I saw, and I've heard there are different lists, really? I mean, as if one list wasn't bad enough. I heard there are more than one list. I only saw one, okay? So the one I saw has zero to do with protecting dancers from whatever, whoever. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I've seen, this list is a collection of hate messages from haters. Yes, I'm calling them haters. And that does not make me a racist. It just makes me an honest, direct, truth, straightforward person. If you don't like it, you are free to stop watching this video. Okay? These are haters hating, boycotting the work of good professional people and actually harming them. Many dancers came to the defense of this blacklist for reasons I cannot even imagine, or maybe I can, maybe I can, because I wasn't born yesterday. And they said, no, but this is a protection for people. If you're against the blacklist, you're a racist. I mean, really? Guys, then again, don't presume everyone is a mental retard. We're actually adults here with a working brain. So don't fool me and don't play with me telling me this is supposed to protect anyone from racism. No, this is a bunch of haters who want to hate, boycott, and harm other dancers so that they can have a little bit more space, a little bit more spotlight. And that is nothing but mediocrity. Now again, we are all free to like or dislike whoever we want, but we are not free to harm them, to defame them, to boycott them, to accuse them of things like sexual assault, as I've seen on that list. Very grave, very harsh, very strong claims that can put the accuser in a courtroom. We cannot feel free to destroy the livelihoods of people who have been giving their life to the craft of Oriental dance. And a lot of the folks that I've seen on that list, myself included, but not only me, we've given our lives literally to the field of Oriental dance so that you could be here practicing it, so that you could know it and enjoy it. Some colleagues who have been targeted have reached out to me and told me messages were sent to their students telling them not to join their classes. They are losing actual students because these boycotters, these blacklist creators go around asking, no, not asking, demanding that students don't take classes and don't attend the events of certain people they dislike. This is criminal. It is not only nasty. It doesn't only speak about their mediocrity and their evilness. It's also illegal. It is cyberbullying and defamation. It can be punished by law. And this is something the creators of the blacklist actually know. This is why they made it secret. So notice something. When you're standing for something good, and when you do something positive that you know is right in your bones, you don't hide. You don't create a secret list. Why secret? Make it public. Why am I making this video public? Although I know I will receive a lot of hate, I will have people calling me again a racist, a bigot, a liar, whatever. Because I know what I'm saying is the truth. And because I know I'm doing what I should be doing. So I don't hide. I don't do it in secret. If this blacklist was meant to help someone, do you think they would hide it? Do you think they would hide themselves when I ask who are the authors or the author? Because nobody reached out to me and told me, I'm the author, so what? Why not? Why didn't you, the creator or creators of the blacklist, reached out to me when I asked you who did this? Are you sure what you did was good to protect people from racism? Really? Are you sure? Why didn't you reach out? Why are you hiding if you're so sure that what you've done is right? Now, why am I bringing the issue of racism next, aside from the blacklist? First of all, as I mentioned, the defenders of the blacklist claim it was created to protect people from racism. Also because it came to my attention that there are cases of racism inside the Oriental dance community. Rest assured, I'm no stranger to racism. I grew up in an environment where I lived, studied, played, breathed with Africans, with Gypsies, with Portuguese, with Spanish. I defended my own friends from racism as I grew up since I can remember. I know what racism looks like. I know it. And I know it's real and it exists. I didn't know it was real inside our community. Because I've always felt the Oriental dance community was an inclusive community. That was one of the things I love the most about it, and that is still one of the things I work for. I want a community that does not discriminate people, not according to their race, not according to their sexual preferences, not according to their religion, to their ethnicity. No. People should be evaluated and welcomed as people. We are one race. And I know a lot will offend me for saying this, but I will say it again. And I stand by it. We are one race. When I deal with a human being, I don't deal with an Asian person or a black person or a Caucasian person. This is not how my brain operates. I deal with a person. So if you come to my world and you're an amazing, respectful person, you're going to be treated correspondingly. You're going to be treated just as you treat me. You're going to be welcomed and embraced and supported as you should be. But if you come into my world to disrespect, to destroy, to offend, to hurt, you're going to be put in your place independently of the color of your skin. And I'm not putting you in your place or defending myself from you because you're black or white or pink, just because you're acting like a jerk. That's it. And there is no better word for it. It's jerk. It's the actual clinical term. So stop making everything about racism and race. It is not. Not for me. Maybe in your world it is. Not in my world. So it is very important for us to understand that the blacklist, at least the one I saw, has zero to do with racism. It's all about protecting interests of people who have created the list and feel they can only shine if they destroy others. And it's also about pure hatred. I didn't know there was so much hate in our community. I had no idea. People are freaking out. They're going insane. And I mean clinically insane. I'm not even being ironic. I'm being literal. The amount of hate and distortion and lies and evilness and the necessity to hurt others is not normal. It's not normal. Guys, I've been in this business for more than 20 years. In Egypt and around the world, I've worked with the best and I've also met the worst, or so I thought. I've seen the darker side of Egyptian dance. But I've never seen anything like what I've seen in the past weeks. I've never seen this amount of hatred and lack of character and lack of integrity. I've never seen that, not in this, at this extent. One of my students, a lady from Portland, USA, and she knows who she is. I'm not going to name names because I'm not a blacklist creator of any sort. A dancer who has studied with me privately for a long time. A dancer who has sponsored me, organized my events in her town, Portland, twice. A dancer that I considered my student and my friend, someone who knows me and has seen with her own eyes how I deal with everyone, of every race, of every walk of life. She knows me. She came forward publicly defending her business and taking advantage of the hate storm that I was being showered with, telling me, Joana, people of color don't feel safe around you. And I'm quoting her. She actually told me publicly, Joana, people of color don't feel safe around you. Educate yourself around racism. I said, really? Why are you talking with me like you've never met me? You actually know me. And you know this is bonkers. And it's not only bonkers, it's evil. Why are you doing this? Financial interests and gaining students and gaining sympathy cannot be more important than standing up for what's right, than honesty. They can't. If you build your career, your work, your business around lies and around the need to destroy others, I have news for you. You're not going to go far. Because in the long run, people get to know you for your character. Not everyone will love you, of course not. But they will respect you because they know you are a good, honest, straightforward, transparent person, that you're not a crook, that you don't step on others in order to have your opportunity or your space. This is very sad. I had never seen it. So there is a big problem of hatred amongst dancers that I didn't know existed. There is a big problem of racism because I have received messages, private messages from African American dancers mostly telling me I have been a target of racism in my work, in the venues where I performed, even in the classroom. I had no idea that was a problem inside our community, but when I knew about it, my first thought was, what can I do about it? What can we do about it as a community? It's not about hating on each other, pulling each other's hair, or smashing good professional people out of hatred. It's about standing for what's right, standing for each other, and building a dance community that is safe and welcoming to everyone, without allowing disrespect and bullying from anyone. Independently of your race, ethnicity, religion, you have no right to disrespect others. You have no right to offend others. You have the right to share your perspective and your opinion, of course. Informed opinions, ignorant opinions, they are welcome. But offering your opinion, your perspective, is not the permission to disrespect, to target, to boycott, to harm people, to offend them, to lie about them. No. Disagreement is healthy. Disrespect is not. And we have to understand that. Otherwise, the Oriental dance community that I love, the one I've been working with for more than 20 years, is gonna die. Because we are the community. If we build a community where dancers are against each other, competing with each other in the most mediocre, evil ways, if we're not together supporting and empowering each other and pulling each other up, where do you see this going? Where do you see our community going? If you really love the dance and if you love yourself, wake up. Wake up. It really hurts my soul, you know. I have a thick skin, guys. I really do. Of course, I had to. I had to gain a thick skin, but that doesn't mean things don't hurt me. Of course, the blacklist does not offend me. It's just something that makes me sad. It doesn't offend me because it's not even true, okay? Many of the people who are there, who are, like me, accused of being a racist, they're not racists. Why do I know? Because I know these people. I've worked with them, and some of them are my personal friends. I know this is absolutely nonsense. Why are you doing this? I have told dancers, and I have been very clear about this, defamation, targeting, boycott, cyberbullying, they are crimes punishable by law. So you have to be very careful. Because as far as I'm here standing for what's right, not only for my name and for my area, for my community, for my craft, but also for my colleagues. Because I have the guts to stand for them, even if they don't have the guts to stand for me and for themselves. I have. You know that soldier that goes in the forefront of the battle? That's always me. And it's okay. I can take the bullets, you know. Bring them on. Because I know what I'm standing for. And if you watch this video, if you think wisely about everything I'm sharing with you, you're gonna see exactly where I come from and what I mean. And there is no way you're going to perpetuate this hatred, this defamation, this madness. Guys, Egyptian dance is about love. It's about self-expression. It's about empowerment. It's about creativity. It's about loving yourself so much that you cannot help but love others. And standing for yourself and defending yourself when you need to. Of course, you're not a carpet for others to step on. Okay? So self-love is not permission for attacks and for offenses. No. Sometimes self-love means you stand up for yourself and you say, enough. Not here, not on my watch. It's called boundaries, guys. It's not called racism. It's called boundaries. In Egyptian dance, there is discrimination. Yes, of course there is. And racism is a kind of discrimination. It's not the only kind. I'm not saying this to devalue racism. I'm saying this to open your mind. You can be discriminated as an Oriental dancer because you're too white. I have been discriminated because I'm too white. While I was working in Egypt starting, I would be told, wow, you are fabulous, but you don't look Egyptian. How can we sign a contract for a real dance venue with a real orchestra? How will you pull this through? You don't look Egyptian at all. So I had to prove myself 20 times more, 30 times more, because I was not Egyptian enough. I didn't look Egyptian enough. You can be discriminated due to your age. Dancers are discriminated due to their age. They lose jobs to less talented dancers because they're older. That's discrimination. You can be discriminated because you are from a specific ethnical background, a specific race, a specific religion. You can be discriminated because you're a woman, period. Okay? Or because you have a sexual preference that does not warm up to the taste of your employer. Guys, there are many kinds of discrimination. And aside from discussing racism and how we can solve it, how we dancers can solve it in our environment, I hope we can also have a conversation about other kinds of discrimination and why we are not valuing dancers for their talent, for their character, for their professionalism. Dancers should be hired and put in the spotlight for their value. not for the color of their skin, not for their religion, not for their sexual preferences or any other superficial characteristic that does not define a dancer. And the change is in our hands, but it starts with acknowledging that hating on each other and harming each other's work is nasty as hell, it's illegal, and it's not gonna take anyone anywhere. I have had my 2 professional Facebook pages reported, blocked, and hacked and taken away from me due to this beautiful, very useful protection against racism. I have had my fan page hacked, my photos removed. Someone who hacked the page has put a live stream of movies non-stop inside the page just to show me who's the boss. Of course I left it out. I left it out because I am me. And there is no hater who can bring me down, baby. I've been working with integrity, with quality for way too long, and people know me way too well. It's not a hater that is gonna bring me down. You can hack everything you want. Nothing can erase the work I do daily for this craft, for the community that I actually love and stand for. But is this right? I mean, how is this helping anyone? How is this pulling you forward? If you need to smash others, to offend others, to lie about others in order to shine, you shouldn't be dancing in the first place. And I know I'm going to be called a racist again, for this. Call me a racist if you want, but I'm going to tell you anyway. If you need to smash your competition in order to have a place in your market, you shouldn't have a place in your market at all. Rest assured there is competition if you are a professional dancer. There is competition, direct or indirect, because in some way we are competing for the same jobs or the same students in the same market. Even if we live in different countries, there is always some kind of competition if you're a professional dancer, of course. Let's not kid around. If you are an amateur dancer, I hope you don't get into any kind of competition mode, because you don't need to compete and to fight against anyone. If you're a professional dancer, of course you will be competing very often for the same jobs. It's part of being a professional in any area. But there are different kinds of competition. You can compete by smashing your competition in the sense of trying to destroy them so that you don't even have to compete with them because you feel you're not strong enough for it. And this is what the blacklist is about, really. Or you can become the best version of yourself. You can become so strong in your craft. You can focus so much on yourself, on your dance, on your skills. You can be so professional, so original, so generous, so juicy, so full of beautiful stuff to give that you become the best dancer in the room by default without even competing. Either way, the goal is never to smash others. So guys, there is a lot to be discussed openly, not in a secret club, openly. A lot to be changed, a lot of solutions to be found collectively. On the 19th of June, Saturday, I'm hosting an open discussion where everyone who's bringing a constructive input is welcome. In that open discussion, we're gonna openly bring the blacklist to the light. And we're also going to address the theme of racism in our Oriental dance field. I've already reached out to dancers who have been a target of discrimination, not only racism, a target of discrimination. And I have given them my platform, my name, my time, my focus, and I have invited them to come as my guests and share their experiences and expose what they've been through on the 19th of June. If you're one of them, reach out to me. I promise you your testimonial will be heard, will be respected and taken into consideration so that we can find solutions for the problems that we're having in our community, so that we can build together a healthier community, which also results in a healthier dance in a healthier environment for all of us, okay? You will find my email on my official website. Then again, I'm gonna share the official website address as well in the description box below this video. Join me, please. And if you are a hater, the creator of the blacklist, a contributor or a defender, I will kindly request that you don't attend, because no hate, offenses or lies will be allowed. This is not a space to destroy. This is a space to create and to elevate. So if you're coming to create, to contribute, to elevate, you're welcome. If you're not, stay where you are and deal with your hate as you should, in the privacy of your bedroom, kicking pillows, or with a doctor, okay? We are not receiving hate on the 19th of June. We're only receiving light and truth and authentic desire to change things for the better. Join me then. Check all the information on how to do that. You already know where, right there in the description box below this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to it yet. Turn the notifications button, that little bell, on so that you know every time I have new goodies coming into the channel. And join our newsletter, Joana Saahirah's newsletter, if you want to be the first to receive our news, gifts, and exclusive inspirations I only share with my beautiful people. Then again, you will find the link to subscribe to the newsletter in the description box below this video. I love you. I hope you felt this video more than understanding it. I hope you felt it, and I hope to see you on the 19th of June for something that I believe is going to be magical, very special, and filled with love and true desire to change things for the best. I'll see you soon. Until then, receive my warmest kiss. Mwah.